Assalamu alaikum students of class 7. I hope that you all are doing well at your homes. It is our lecture number 16 and I am your teacher Miss Aisha Salim. So students, as we had read first 5 chapters of our first play The Merchant of Venice in our previous lectures. So today is the turn of its last 2 chapters, chapter number 6 and chapter number 7. Chapter number 6, Portia's Trick, and chapter number 7, Everything is Put Right Again. So open your books and let's start reading. Portia's trick. During the trial, everyone had been very surprised to see how young and wise the lawyer was, but no one had suspected that the lawyer was really Portia. Even Bassanio had not guessed. Portia had changed her appearance and voice so cleverly that her own husband couldn't recognize her. So, students, as we had read in our previous lecture, that Portia had changed her appearance very cleverly, and she helped her husband's friend on the behalf of her husband. So, she had changed her appearance so cleverly that even her husband couldn't recognize her. So Bassanio and Antonio wanted to show the young lawyer that they were very grateful for his help. Now, as Bassanio and Antonio don't know about truth of the lawyer, so they are very grateful for of the lawyer for his help. So they wanted to thank him. Please accept the 3,000 ducats owed to Shylock, Antonio said. Now Antonio is saying that please accept 3,000 ducats that are owed to Shylock. He is saying this to the lawyer. But Portia wouldn't accept the money. Bassanio was also very anxious to give the lawyer something, so Portia thought she would trick her husband for a joke. Now, as Bassanio didn't know about the truth of his wife, of Portia, of the lawyer, so Portia is going to trick her husband as a joke. Now Portia is saying, "If you insist, give me your gloves," she told Bassanio. Bassanio took off his gloves, showing the ring on his hand. Now Bassanio is showing the ring on his hand. "As a sign of your thankfulness, give me that ring." Now Portia is demanding that ring in the hand of Bassanio. That is in the hand of Bassanio. "On your finger." Bassanio immediately drew his hand away. This ring was the one Portia had given him when she promised to marry him. Okay, students, remember? Have you remembered that Portia had given Bassanio, his husband, a ring? So this was the that ring. Okay. He had promised never to give it away. He pretended that the ring had no value and was too small to give up as a present, but Portia asked for it again. Bassanio then told her it was his wife's ring, and she had made him promise never to give it away. Now Bassanio is saying that I am not going to give you this ring because this is the ring of his wife, and so that is why he is not willing to give that ring to the lawyer. "That is common excuse," replied Portia. Now Portia, as a lawyer, is saying that it is a common excuse that you are giving to me. That is what men say when they do not want to give a present. "Your wife will not be angry with you for long. You can tell her how much I deserve the ring." Now Portia, as a lawyer, is convincing Bassanio to give his ring to her. Portia and Nerissa, still dressed as a lawyer and a clerk, turned to go. Almost immediately, Antonio persuaded Bassanio to give up the ring. Bassanio felt ashamed to seem ungrateful, so he gave it to Portia. Nerissa also cleverly managed to persuade Cresciano to give her the ring that he had given to him. He too had promised never to give it away. Portia and Nerissa left Venice and went as quickly as possible to Belmont. They wanted to get there before their husbands returned. Now Portia and Nerissa wanted to leave Venice, and they left Venice, and they uh, want to reach Belmont as soon as possible. They wanted to reach Belmont before their husbands arrived. When they got back to Portia's house, they changed their clothes at once. So they were sitting down, dressed in their ordinary clothes, waiting for their husbands to come back to them. Not long after, the two men arrived with Antonio. Bassanio introduced Antonio to his wife. This is the friend, he told her, who has helped me so much. So Portia welcomed Antonio to her house. Now you can see that Portia already knew about Antonio, but she is pretending that she is meeting her husband's friend for the first time. While she was doing this, she saw Cristiano and Nerissa quarreling in a corner of the room. "What is happening?" cried Portia. "Are you quarreling already? What is the matter?" "We are arguing about a ring which Nerissa gave me," Cristiano explained. "The ring had these words written on it: 'Love me and never leave me.' I am annoyed because Cristiano promised faithfully that he would keep it," Nerissa said, "and now he has given it to the lawyer's clerk. It does not matter whether it was a valuable ring or not. He should not have given it away." Now they are quarreling because Nerissa had given her a ring, but Cristiano had given that ring to the lawyer's clerk. And in truth, we all know that the lawyer's clerk was already Nerissa. Okay, everything is put right again. This is our last chapter. Portia was now determined to enjoy the trick she liked played on her husband. Now Portia is wanted to enjoy the trick that he played with her husband. Of course, Cristiano was wrong, and to give away his wife's first present, I too gave my husband a ring and made him promise to keep it. If he gave that ring away, I would be very angry with him indeed. So Portia is supporting Nerissa, and she is saying that if my husband would give any my ring, my present to any other one, so I would be angry indeed. Then Cristiano replied, "But Bassanio did give his ring away. He gave it to the young lawyer who asked for it. And then the boy, his clerk, asked me for my ring." Now, as Nerissa and Portia had played trick with her husband, so they are enjoying that trick. When she heard this, Portia pretended to be very angry. She asked Bassanio, "Which ring did you give him? I hope it was not that the ring that you accepted from me." Bassanio felt very unhappy when he saw how angry his wife was, but he had to admit the truth and tell her that he had given the ring away. "I wish you knew how unwilling I was to give the ring to this man and why I gave it to him." Now Bassanio is feeling very unhappy, and he told the truth to his wife. But Portia still pretended to be angry. She accused him of giving the ring to a woman. Now Portia is still pretending, and she accused him so much for this. Bassanio thought Portia must think he was very unkind. He told her he had given the lawyer the ring because he was so grateful to him for saving Antonio's life. "If you had been there," he said, "I think you would have told me to give him the ring." Now Bassanio is giving his explanation, his clarification that I had given that ring because of my friend, and he said, if I think that if you would have told me that if you would have there, so you would also have told me to give the ring to the lawyer." Then Antonio turned to Portia and said, "These unhappy quarrels have all been caused by me. Do not treat this matter so seriously," replied Portia. Now Antonio said that this was all because of me. Now Portia said, "Don't be worried. Don't take it seriously." Now she's going to telling about the trick that she had played. She took the ring from her bag and said, "Give him this ring and tell him to keep it better than he kept the last one." Antonio passed the ring to Bassanio, who looked at it. He was surprised to see that it was the one he had given away. Portia then showed her husband the letter from Dr. Valerio, and so he discovered that the clever lawyer was really Portia, his wife. Now all the truth has appeared there here. She told all the truth to her husband. She um, had shown him the letter of Dr. Valerio, in which it has written that I am not coming and I am ill. Dr. Valerio has written this in the letter, and after this, Portia discovered that Bassanio discovered that the clever lawyer was really his own wife. Bassanio realized that his own wife's courage and cleverness had saved the life of his dear friend Antonio. He was surprised and delighted. Now Bassanio has become very happy. Soon afterwards, Antonio received good news about his own affairs. Portia handed him some letters which had just arrived. These told Antonio that the ships which he thought were lost had returned to Venice and had brought back their valuable cargoes. Antonio was a wealthy man again. Now Antonio's ships has also returned, and he has so much wealth now. He is also very happy now. Thus, the story of the merchant of Venice ended with good news for the merchant and with laughter between the husbands and wives over the joke about the ring. So this was about the play Merchant of Venice. So you can see that it is a happy ending. All are very happy. Antonio's ships had returned to Venice. Portia, Nerissa, Greciano, and Bassanio are also very happy in their married life. So this was all from the play. Now we are going to do its bookwork. So open your books and open page number 85, and there is a bookwork of this play, so we are going to do this. You can see questions and activities here. Play number 1, The Merchant of Venice. Part A. There are only two parts here. Part A. Match the beginning of each sentence to the right ending. So you can say half sentences are written in column A and half are written in column B. So you have to match the right one. Okay. Okay. Number 1. Mercy rewards not only the man who receives it. Okay, remember students, these sentences are from your play. You can easily find these sentences from your chapters. So it is very easy. Don't take it so difficult. It's very easy. You can do it easily. Okay, mercy rewards not only the man who receives it. Now you can see all these five options. So you all have to match with the right one. Okay, let me do the number 1. Okay, mercy rewards not only the man who receives it. So here is this answer. But also the man who gives it. So you all have to match from the first column to the column second. Okay, part B. Circle the right words to say what happened. Now you can see here is written a paragraph. So you all have to circle the right word. Okay. Portia took the ring from her pocket or bag. Yes, bag. She took the ring from her bag. So you all have to circle bag. And told Antonio to give it to Bassanio. Bassanio looked at it and was surprised to Renzi. Yes, he was surprised. He was so surprised to see the ring. So you all have to underline, all have to circle the right words from the paragraph. It's really very easy. You can do it very easily. And the some of its part is also on page number 86. So you can see here also. So you all have to do this exercise by your own self. It's really easy. You can take help from your chapters from the play again. Okay, let's move forward. Okay, students, as we had done with the exercise on the back of your book, so it's a turn of your worksheet. So here is your worksheet. Now, first of all, you all have to write your name, your section, and date and day on the top. Okay, and then you all have to solve all this worksheet. It's really very easy. These blanks, here are some fill in the blanks, some short questions, and some there is an exercise related to adjectives. Okay, let me tell you two or three. Other ones will be done by your own self. Shylock was well known for his, yes, for his money, for his wealth. Okay, that was a Dash was a young and wealthy lady. Who was the young and wealthy lady? Yes, Portia. Portia was a young and wealthy lady. There was a picture of Dash in the first box. Yes, it's really interesting. First box was made of gold, and it has a picture of skull. Yes, Nerissa was married to Bresciano. Dash, the cousin of Portia, was a well-known and clever lawyer. Yes, it's really interesting. You know that. So, okay, it will be done by your own self. If anyone plans to kill a citizen of Venice, Dash his property must be given to the citizen. Okay, students, this will also be done by your own self. Okay, moving to words, short question. Who was Antonio and for what reason he was famous? Okay, so students, in this question, you all have to somehow you all have to write about the character of Antonio, that who was he, and what is the reason behind his fame, and you can also write that he was a rich merchant and he was famous because of his kindness. He had very many friends. Okay. Okay, question number two. What brought Antonio to Shylock? Yes, it's very interesting question. As you all know that Antonio was a friend of Bassanio. He helped Bassanio in hard times, with money, with emotions, with feelings. He was a very good friend of Bassanio. He went to Shylock because of Bassanio. Okay, so Shylock was a very mean person, and, and personally, Antonio did not like Shylock, but he went to him because of his friend. So you all have to write the answer. You all have to think about it. That what is the thing that brought Antonio to Shylock? So you all have to write it. Okay. कि ऐसी क्या चीज थी जो कि एंटोनियो को शार्लॉक के पास लेके गई थी, हालांकि शार्लॉक एंटोनियो से सॉरी एंटोनियो जो है वो शार्लॉक से नफरत करता था, फिर भी वो उसके पास क्यों गया था? सो आपको ये सोच कर लिखना है. What did Portia's father plan for her before dying? It's really easy. You can do it by your own self. So you can take help from the book. So you have to write this answer by your own self. Okay, last exercise. Give a suitable adjective for each of these characters with a reference to text. So students, you all know about the adjective. Adjective is a word that describes about the noun. So these are the nouns. You all have to write an adjective. You all can write one or two or three adjectives. It's up to you. Okay, Dr. Valerio. Yes, what type of the person Dr. Valerio is? Yes, he was clever. Uh, so you can write here clever. Portia. Yes, any adjectives for Portia? Yes, wealthy, rich, beautiful, clever. Okay, so you can आप इसमें से कोई एक भी लिख सकते हैं और सब भी लिख सकते हैं. So the other ones will be done by your own self. So students, this was all for today, and you all have to do this book exercise and worksheet in your homework, and you all have to send it to me in your WhatsApp groups. And inshallah, I will come with a new video with a new lecture on Friday. So till then, you all have to take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz. See you again.